Raise your hands if you're ready. All right, here we go. Dionna, hancock-johnson. Maya Angelou says, when you know better, you do better. But if you don't know better, how can you do better? Today I'm here to teach you how to be better at what you do, make your life work for you, and be your own life coach. I want to show you how to walk out of your battle into happiness and success. Ladies, let's begin to walk the path and live the life that has been mapped out for us. That starts with 4 things. Determining what your goals are. What is it that truly makes you happy at the end of the day? What is it that makes your heart beat the most? Number 2, defining what those goals are. Breaking them down one by one and applying definitions to each goal as it is applicable to your life. Number 3, designing those goals. List your goals how you see fit. Design them the way you see them taking place in your life. And number 4, making plans to deliver those goals. That can include giving timelines or deadlines as to when you see these goals taking place in your life. You can draw a chart, graph, monthly or yearly calendar, create an agenda book, whatever it takes, get it done. But I'm originally from Washington, D.C. I have been born and raised there. I am the oldest of 8. I grew up very, very poor in Washington, D.C. I have been taught to raise kids since the age of 2, and I am the oldest of 8. So with them, we have done a lot of family things. We have done a lot of growing together, and we have struggled a lot together. By the time I was age 8, I was cooking, cleaning, helping my siblings with their homework, and doing my own homework. It was a lot of work. I was like their second mother. By the time I was 11, I was getting on the bus, taking them to school. I was doing groceries, and I was doing laundry. We would pack up a lot of bags and go to the laundromat and try to help my mom out as much as I could growing up. Most of the time, they depended on me for guidance, understanding, for homework, whatever it was that they needed, they depended on me to do. And that's just how we lived. And as I grew up, things were kind of hard for us. There was times where we didn't know how we were going to pay for our lights to be on, the water to be on. We lived in a car. I probably lived in a car maybe almost a month. And I would have to get up and go to school every day, just like you guys, but we lived in a car. We would have to get up, get our clothes on and everything in the car. That was a hard time for us. By the time I went away to school, I wanted to go away as far as possible, just like you did. I wanted to be away from everything that I was dealing with family, friends, and everybody else. And it was just a little bit of a struggle for me. And I just wanted to overcome that. And the way that I did that was trying to learn more about. Blended families is more common than we like to discuss. 75% of all divorces end up in remarriages. And out of that 75%, 65% of the remarriages include children from a previous family. Nowadays, 25% of cohabitating families form blended families. I define blended families as a household where everyone is not biological. Nowadays, a blended family has different arrangements. The most common form of a blended family includes a mother, a stepfather, with one of them having kids from a previous marriage or both having kids from a previous marriage or relationship. Now, you even have couples who are not married living in the same household with kids from previous relationships on both sides. This book is about a little boy who met his half-brother. When I was younger, I met my half-brother, and it was hard for me, and so I wanted to learn how to write more about me. My reasons for doing this book is that I want children to know that it is okay to embrace your half-siblings. I want to get the word out to help blended families learn to mesh together, to feel proud and comfortable about their situation. This will help them to be more open to sharing their story with the world. The book is titled, Where Did My Half-Brother Come From? It was released in January. This book is for children ages 4 to 8 who are part of a blended family and may want to know where their half-sibling comes from when they're introduced to their family through a difficult parenting situation. That's my first book, and then I have another book coming out in June.
And that is?
That is Be Your Own Life Coach, How to Life Coach Yourself into What You Want. In this book, I share simple tactics on how to overcome life challenges to become mentally and physically successful.
All right, now let's talk
about Where Did My Half-Brother Come From? In this book, you will find information for kids ages 4 to 8 to help them understand that loving their half-siblings is okay to do. In this day and age, people do not often accept their half-siblings. They don't often discuss it. They feel like it's an embarrassment, or people are in denial that they're in. I know that there's a lot of times when you go through some things in your life, in your family, with your parents or siblings or whatever, and you feel like it's the end of the world. It really isn't. For me, I've been through a lot of stuff that you guys haven't even been through, or could have been through some of it. But it was a long journey, and I've lived in so many places just because I believed, just because I wanted to get better than what I had. I wanted to not be poor. I didn't want to struggle anymore. I didn't want to live in a car anymore, and I didn't want my family to have to deal with any of that. So when I went away to school, I always took care of home first. Always kept my family. One of the biggest things I do want you guys to do is to remember that seeing your goals up every day is so important. It's so important. Someone told me that when I was in the 8th grade, and I would have my goals everywhere in my house where all my siblings could see it. And they got tired of it, but I loved it. And to this day, I still have goals up in my office, things that I want to accomplish. You need to write down your goals, and you need to put next to your goals exactly what it is you want to do to accomplish that goal. Believe me, seeing that is going to help you guys to really go far in life. So now I'm trying to change that around for my son. It's okay to give, but it's also okay to get. Get what you deserve in life, you know? And if you don't remember anything else, just remember that even though you're going through some things, there's always somebody else that's going through far worse than what you're going through. A lot of times people do not understand that, you know, and you need to be that person that gets through what you're going through and show others they can do it too, especially our children. Especially our children. I have a serious work ethic, where for me, I cannot stop working until I shut down. And when I shut down, I mean, I'm like shutting down where finally my eyes is like, I'm done. And I don't know if that's the best thing to teach my son, but I do know that he's learning something from it, something to say, I am going to be somebody. I'm from Washington, D.C. I was born and raised there. I've lived in Homestead for about 2 years now. And it's been a journey, and I've been trying to excel and come out to the community and talk to people. So as you can see, I'm a speaker as well. You know, without a plan, life without a plan is a failed attempt at trying to succeed. So try to go for everything that life has to offer you. Believe that you can get any and everything that you want out of it.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for letting me come to your class.